How do I add an employee? To start adding an employee, we will go into the Employee section by clicking on the Employees menu option in the Encore menu. If you have already added employees, they will show here. To add a new employee, click on the Add New button in the bottom corner of the screen. A blank employee record will appear. First, we will add the first name and last name for the employee we are entering into the system. You can also select the employee's gender here. Next, we will enter an employee code. Each employee must have their own unique code in the system. This code is a shortcut that can be used in different areas of the software to identify employees easily. For example, in the sales area when assigning an employee to get credit for selling a product or service. We recommend using the employee's initials. We will now create a unique PIN code for the employee. This is a 4 to 6-digit numerical code that the employee will use to access the different areas of Encore when using the system from a computer logged into the main business account. Now you will enter the employee's cell phone number. This is important as Encore can be configured to send notifications to the employee via text message. You can also set a second phone number for this employee, which might be a home number if they want to have one on their profile. Entering the employee's email address is very important. After adding an employee into Encore, they will receive an email at the address entered. This email will allow them to set up a password to let them log directly into Encore on a supported device. When logging into Encore using this email address and their password, the employee will be given access to the areas of Encore that have been set up on their system access. Encore allows each employee to have a profile photo that will be used to easily identify them. If there is no profile photo added for the employee, the photo bubble will display their initials instead. If the device you are using has a camera attached, you can click the Take Photo button, or, if you have a photo of the employee saved on your device, click on the Choose File button to open your File Explorer. Once the photo is displayed on the screen, you can use the controls below the photo to adjust how you want their profile photo to show up in Encore. Click Save when you are done. Next, let's go to the Details tab at the top of the page. You can add in the employee's address information to their profile here. Now we need to set up their job details. First, select a job title from the drop-down list. Job titles are used to group staff together in some areas of Encore, as well as filtering what employees are showing on the appointment book if you have a large business. If you need to add a new job title to the list, you would need to go back to the Encore menu and click on Job Titles under the Employee menu item. If this employee provides services or sells products to your clients, you will need to turn on the Service Provider toggle. If they do not, leave this toggle disabled and Encore will automatically set them to a charge level of 0, which will cause them to not show on the appointment book or sales screen. If Service Provider is enabled, you can now select from one of 4 charge levels. If your business charges different pricing based on the experience of each provider, you will need to set this accordingly. If everyone charges the same price for services, we recommend setting everyone to charge level 1. Level 0 is reserved for non-service, providing employees such as front desk staff or management. If this employee needs to have a column on the appointment book, you will need to turn on the toggle for Show on Appointment Book. If this option is enabled, you can also indicate if this employee is allowed to be double booked by enabling the Can Double Book toggle. This tells Encore which employees can have more than one appointment booked at the same time. Encore allows you to override the default employee discount amount here. If you want to change the product or service discount the current employee is receiving, enable the special discount here and set the discount this employee is eligible to receive. Lastly, you can set up the employment details. Adjust the employee's start date as necessary. Enter the employee's government ID. In this example, we have used an American Social Security number. There is an optional registration number that can be used for massage therapists and other staff who are required to show an industry registration number on receipts. Once all the information has been entered, click the Save button. Tabs will appear at the top of the screen for you to set up the employee's work schedule, system access for the areas you want them to be able to access, and an area to set up the service eligibility for the newly added employee. If you need to add another employee, you can click on the back button at the top left or the close button in the lower right corner to be returned to the list of current employees and start the process over again. We have now covered the basics of adding an employee. Thanks for watching.